Former World Bank President Jim Yong Kim once said that corruption is the public enemy number one in the developing world, and every dollar that a corrupt official or corrupt business person puts in his or her pocket is a stolen dollar from a pregnant woman who needs health care, or from a girl or boy who deserves education, or from communities that need water, roads, and schools. Corruption has become a major clog in the progress wheel of Africa, and it is more saddening that political and business leaders are the forerunners of corrupt practices on the continent. According to available records, $148 billion is stolen from Africa annually by political leaders and multinational corporations and business elite, civil servants, with complicity of banking and property industries in Europe and North America. Nigeria alone lost $40 billion as illicit financial flow from 2001 to 2010. No wonder Transparency International rated the country 144 out of 180 countries in its last corruption index survey. The result and attendant consequences are increase in the poverty rate, dearth in healthcare, poor education for the children, and a collapse of total infrastructure. One of Nigeria's most notorious rulers, General Sani Abacha, ruled the country as a de facto president from 1993 to 1998. At his demise in 1998, this ruler had stolen over $4 billion from the national treasury, stashing them away in foreign countries, one of which was Switzerland.
The military ruler Sani Abacha were able to loot so much money within the 4 years of his ruling, and that only Switzerland we have more than $1 billion.
Abacha is just one of the many political leaders who have sucked Nigeria of its financial wealth for personal enrichment. Happily, in the last 2 decades, countries like Switzerland, United States, and the United Kingdom, having collaboration with international agencies, helped Nigerians recover these monies and repatriated them to the country. Recently, the United Kingdom agreed to return $73 million from the Malibu oil deal, while US is in the process of returning $900 million stolen by former Bayelsa Governor Dipriye Alamesega. In February 2005, Switzerland agreed to return $508 million of the Abacha assets to Nigeria. This is referred to in Nigeria as Abacha 1. However, the way and manner these returned assets have been spent has left little to be desired. Most of the times, these recovered assets are relooted by the political leaders. Though the World Bank and civil society groups monitored the use of these monies, they found that weaknesses in Nigeria's budget process and spending of public monies made the monitoring of the repatriated funds difficult. In December 2017, the inaugural Global Forum on Asset Recovery, GIFA, was held in Washington, D.C., hosted by the United Kingdom and the United States with support from the Stolen Asset Recovery Initiative. A strong Nigerian delegation attended this epoch event and came out with lessons. Among them was a renewal of commitment to advance asset recovery cases and increased collaborations, as well as increased capacity. As one of the post-GIFA initiative, one of the leading civil society groups who have participated in the GIFA conference, the African Network for Environment and Economic Justice, ANEJ, established MANTRA. MANTRA is the monitoring of recovered assets through transparency and accountability. It is a project which has total support of the UK aid under the Anti-Corruption in Nigeria (ACOM) program to carry out the monitoring of the looted assets in the National Conditional Cash Transfer Program. MANTRA initiative was born in the advent of revelations in 2017 that Switzerland was ready to repatriate a second tranche of $322.5 million Abacha loot. This was later released in December 2018 and is known as Abacha 2. The government, in an agreement with the World Bank, decided to use the repatriated funds in its social safety net program.
It's adopted from what the World Bank, gave us what they've been doing all over the world, what is the best targeting process. Because we couldn't continue taking lists from people saying these are the four people in my case. That's extremely subjective. We're looking for something that the community would own. So we first of all look at the poorest local governments in the senatorial district, 30% in senatorial district, so that we have a balance. Then once we identify those places, we train people in the local governments and in the ministries of planning of each state on this community-based targeting method. They now go to those communities and they hold focus discussions with members of the community. So the women together, the men together, the youth together, asking them, what is poverty to you? What does poverty mean to you? Once they draw up the parameters, we ask them which households in this community actually fall into these parameters.
The Mantra project is designed with the goals of getting a clear policy framework for the management of looted funds recovered, preventing relooting of these assets by public officials, and increase public awareness and advocacy on the recovery and use of looted assets. As of today, $22.8 million of the Abacha 2 loot has been distributed in the program, and the Anij team of 526 trained citizens under the Mantra project monitored and tracked disbursement to 30,778 enrollees. The team has already been to 11 states. Among the states was Nasarawa, where they visited Saminaka village in Akwada Kokona local government area. From home to home, they went to verify each beneficiary. One of the most significant beneficiaries was Lydia John, who needed the money not only for feeding, but for treatment.
Mama Lydia is one of the beneficiaries of the federal government conditional cash transfer of 5,000 naira every month. Mama told us that it's been difficult. Life has not been too well for her.
Executive Director of Anij, David Ugolo, gives an overview of the progress so far in the Mantra project.
The monitoring of recovered assets through transparency and accountability Mantra project is going on well. As you know, we started this project a year ago with the support of the DFID, the UK aid, and this is the first attempt by civil society to engage at this level government in monitoring return asset for cash transfer program in Nigeria. I will say that this is a huge progress compared to Abacha 1. What we have today in Abacha 2, the $322.5 million, is a huge progress in terms of transparency and accountability. First time in history, Nigerian government agreed with civil society to monitor the cash transfer program, which the $322.5 million is being used to finance. And so far, we have gone for the first monitoring. What we discover is that the money leaves the central bank through the pay companies with the support of the National Cash Transfer Office. The money gets to the poor people. That for us is something that is remarkable. And we have also used this opportunity to also demonstrate that civil society can play a major role in ensuring that social protection investment gets to the poor.
Mantra is indeed working to ensure that recovered assets are tracked and the country's conditional cash transfer program is not only efficient but effective. The Mantra team now has access to the tracking system of government and will be notified once any of the Abacha looted funds leaves the Central Bank of Nigeria, where it is domiciled, to the cash transfer office en route to the beneficiaries. So far, Mantra is clearly a success in the disbursement of the Abacha 2 loot. It is hoped that as another tranche of monies are soon to be repatriated in the Abacha 3, Mantra will continue to be partner with government to ensure effective utilization of the funds.